October 16, 2025, 7:30 a.m. Two F-16s roll down the runway at Myrhorod. Mission: patrol the Russian border 93 miles to the east. What they don't know, in the next 56 minutes, $334 million worth of Russian hardware will turn into burning wreckage. 2 pilots will come home. 9 men will never return. This is the story of 7 minutes that changed everything. Morning fog blankets the runway at dawn. First sunlight cuts through clouds, striking metal. 2 F-16 Block 70s, $67 million each, sit motionless on concrete. F110-GE-129 engines spooled up 15 minutes prior, exhaust temperature at 716 degrees Fahrenheit, ready to deliver 29,000 pounds of thrust. Beneath the wings, weapons hang like silent promises. 2 AIM-9X Sidewinders, heat lock within 22 miles. 2 AIM-120 AMRAAMs, hunting targets out to 112 miles. And 2 370-gallon drop tanks, enough for 4 hours of continuous patrol. Wolfpack 1, Captain Viktor Kovalenko, 34 years old. Wolfpack 2, Lieutenant Dmitro Sokolov, 28 years old. Both know the mission. Patrol along the Sumy-Kursk border. Ensure sovereignty. Guard the sky. Simple as that. Dangerous as that. 7:30:00. Wolfpack 1 releases brakes. Afterburner ignites. Aircraft lunges forward like a fired bullet. Wheels up, nose to heaven. 7:30:45. Wolfpack 2 follows. Formation spacing. Northeast bearing, toward the line nobody wants to cross, but everyone must guard. Ukrainian sky splits wide as twin exhausts light the dawn like torches through mist. No fanfare, no slogans, only duty. 93 miles to the border. One mission: own the sky. 8:02 a.m. 26 miles west of the Russian border. 2 F-16s cruise steady at 27,900 feet. On the AN/APG-83 radar display, sky clean. No threats yet. 22 miles to the east, the S-400's 96L6E radar just caught a signature. 2 bright dots. Range 48 miles. Classification: F-16. Radar operator lifts the mic. Command center, 2 American fighters. Request engagement authorization. 4 seconds of silence. Authorized. Execute Operation Kleschi. Kleschi, the pincers. 310 miles to the south, 2 MiG-29s SMTs lift off from Morozovsk. Senior Lieutenant Boris Petrov and Lieutenant Igor Volkov. Sokol 1, Sokol 2. Armament: 2 long-range R-33s, 4 medium-range R-77s. 90 seconds later, they're at 30,200 feet, Mach 0.9, screaming north. 42 miles behind, the F-16 S-400 TEL vehicles rotate their rails. 4 48 N6E3 missiles each. 397-pound warheads. Mach 6. Fingers on triggers. The tactic? MiGs push F-16s down low. S-400s shoot them in the back. No escape. 8:14:30. Wolfpack 1's display flickers. 2 contacts. Bearing 135 degrees. Range 90 miles. 15 seconds later, RWR screams. MiG-29 has radar lock. 2 hostiles going hot. Stay calm. Let them come. 4 minutes later, MiG-29s push to Mach 1.2. Range closes to 76 miles. 8:18:15. Death arrives. Sokol 1, Fox 1. 2 R-33s leave the MiG-29. Mach 4.5. 3 seconds later, 2 48 N6E3s leap from the ground. Mach 6. 4 missiles. 2 from above. 2 from below. 4 missiles. Flares. Now. 8 flares ignite. 3,992 degrees Fahrenheit. R-33S deceived, detonating 1.7 miles from the F-16S. But the S-400's still tracking. Range 2 miles. 4 seconds. Dive into the hills. 2 F-16s plunge. 27,900 feet to 1,640 feet in 43 seconds. Negative 3.5 Gs. Blood rushes to the head. Hill ridge 918 feet high materializes ahead. S-400 missiles chase. 1.9 miles, 0.75, 0.5, 0.37, screeching whale, display bathed in red. At 8:19:35, two F-16s hugged the hillside, 820 feet off the deck. 715 miles per hour. Missiles still tracking. 2,625 feet behind. 8:19:43. Kovalenko yanked stick to the stop. 85-degree climb. Full afterburner. F-16 vaults over the ridgeline in 1 second. Missile can't adjust. Slams into rock face. 8:19:45. 397 pounds of explosives detonate. Splash 1 S-400. Command order. Weapons free. Destroy them. Two MiG-29s turn and run. Mach 2.25. But F-16s carry long-range missiles. At 8:20:10, Kovalenko locks. 57 miles. Fox 3. Two AIM-120Ds away. 8 seconds later, two MiGs explode. Boris Petrov and Igor Volkov killed instantly. Radar sweeps ground. 3 TEL vehicles on M2 highway. 42 miles. Moving 37 miles per hour. Final 2. AIM-120Ds launch. 38 seconds later, 3 vehicles explode. 12 missiles cook off in chain reaction. Fireball 262 feet across. 9 men dead. 8:28. Silence. 2 F-16s turn for home. Behind them, 3 pillars of smoke. $334 million in ruins. Subsequent operations continued in the area. Inside the black boxes, 18.4 terabytes of data containing secrets that will shift the Eastern European balance of power forever. 8:28 a.m. The sky falls silent again. 2 F-16s head southwest. Altitude 23,000 feet. Speed 447. Fuel low. Systems steady. Homebound. Lead. We just did that. We did. Return to base and allow the data to be analyzed. Behind them, the strike zone glows. Smoke columns reaching over 100 feet high. The valley below is fractured. Fires still burning where the batteries once stood. Fragments of MiG-29 fuselage scatter across open fields, their engines buried in earth. No signals remain. No radar returns. Only static. Loss assessment begins. 2 MiG-29s SMTS lost. Entire flight groups erased. Advanced engines, radars, and munitions gone in minutes. The air defense network, 3 TL launchers, a radar array, and its command post reduced to ash. Initial reports indicate that several systems were destroyed. Full verification remains pending. 4 AIM-120Ds, a handful of flares, a few thousand gallons of fuel. The exchange rate is staggering. Hundreds of millions in enemy losses for a few million spent. 8 minutes of combat. Nearly $400 million in damage. 48 million a minute. Every second counted. Yet what mattered most wasn't the destruction. It was the discovery. The F-16's radars recorded terabytes of data. Signals, frequencies, radar pulses, and heat signatures. They mapped every cycle, every gap, every heartbeat of the opposing systems. MiG sensors, S-400 scans, engine temperatures, all captured, analyzed, archived. NATO scientists will study it for months, perhaps years. Data value, immeasurable. Knowledge that cannot be bought. 10 a.m. 90 minutes later, Russian units pull their remaining S-400s 50 miles back. MiG-29 flights near the border are suspended. Orders from above, regroup, reassess. In Moscow, emergency meetings. State media calls it a NATO provocation. Losses unspoken. In Brussels, the reaction is immediate. More aircraft promised, more pilots to train. 18 new F-16 Block 70 scheduled for delivery. 40 Ukrainian aviators to begin advanced instruction. Morale on the other side falters. Pilots hesitate to fly near the border. Crews request reassignment. The cost is not just in metal and numbers, it's in confidence. And as the smoke clears, the meaning becomes clear. Airspace control remains a key strategic objective for both sides. 9:05 a.m. 2 F-16s land at Myrhorod. No welcoming committee, no reporters, just 6 technicians, 1 fire truck, 1 fuel truck. Captain Viktor Kovalenko and Lieutenant Dmytro Sokolov step down, flight helmets sweat-soaked, faces exhausted. They look east. Sky still clear blue. They say nothing. They know the event is considered significant by analysts, with its long-term effects subject to continued evaluation. 7 minutes over Sumy proved one thing. Modern warfare no longer belongs to whoever has the most missiles. It belongs to whoever sees first, thinks faster, and acts without hesitation. Technology defeats numbers. Data becomes power. Terrain becomes invisible weapon. 3 seconds of early warning decides life or death, but behind the cold numbers are 11 human lives. 2 Ukrainian pilots survived. 2 Russian pilots never came home. 9 S-400 crew members never got another chance. This is not a victory to celebrate. This is a reality to respect. Independence is not a gift. It's something that must be defended every day, with courage, with capability, with will that never bends. Ukrainian sky today belongs to Ukraine, not because anyone allowed it, but because they earned it. Future air operations will likely depend on early detection, information management, and rapid decision-making, factors that shape outcomes more than firepower alone. And in those 7 minutes, Ukraine's vision was crystal clear. October 16, 2025, 2:17 p.m. NATO Intelligence Center, Ramstein Air Base, Germany. 18.4 terabytes arrived via encrypted satellite link. 6 analysts, 4 monitors. 1 question: what did we just learn? First pass complete at 3:42 p.m. Verdict: catastrophic intelligence breach for Russia. Every frequency mapped, every weakness exposed, every blind spot documented, the kind of data that takes a decade to collect, captured in 7 minutes of combat. Dr. Sarah Mitchell, senior electronic warfare analyst, leans back from her screen. 23 years analyzing Soviet-era systems, she's never seen anything like this. An analyst noted that data indicated potential vulnerabilities within the S-400 system, though further verification and assessment would be required. The numbers tell the story. 4-second scan cycle, exploitable. Below 1,640 feet tracking degrades by 67%. Fire 2 missiles simultaneously at targets separated by more than 12 miles. System prioritizes the closer threat, leaving the distant one a 4-second window. Not much time, but enough. MiG-29 radar signature now fully profiled. Frequency hopping pattern cracked. The N019M tries to be clever, jumping frequencies every 0.6 seconds. Problem: it follows a predictable algorithm. 42 potential frequencies. Once you map the sequence, you're not fighting blind anymore. You're fighting with the answer key. Engine heat signature 324 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than Western equivalents. Thermal missiles that couldn't lock beyond 22 miles now reach out to 28. 6 miles doesn't sound like much, until you're the pilot who gets shot down before entering weapons range. By 6 p.m., analysis complete. Recommendations transmitted to 17 NATO members. New doctrine drafted. Low altitude ingress below 1,600 feet. Exploit 4-second gaps. Use terrain masking aggressively. What was once Russian airspace denial becomes Ukrainian opportunity. The Kremlin knows what happened. More importantly, they know NATO knows. 8 S-400 batteries pulled back 50 miles isn't retreat. It's admission. The illusion of invincibility shattered. $73 billion invested in S-400 systems across Russia. All of it now compromised by 7 minutes over Sumy. Military capability is evaluated by multiple factors, including readiness, technology, and situational awareness. After today, fear recalculated. 2 pilots survived, while opposing assets were neutralized. The incident may prompt both sides to reassess their tactics and risk management. The sky doesn't belong to whoever claims it. It belongs to whoever can hold it. And Ukraine just proved they can.